Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? EK, real spicy, back again. After the holidays, got some of that good eating. But we right back at it, man, with more clips. Another woman speaking to other women, holding other women accountable. I'm gonna go ahead and get into these clips and be right back at you. Like that.
Time again, we hear men scream that they want peace over and over and over again. We blatantly ignore them and do the opposite. It's just sad that we can't let men be men how they want to be men, or us women are telling men how to be men when we ain't never walked a day in the life of a man. It's just, this is starting to get to me. We're starting to be the problem. Yeah, we're
starting to be.
I think we have the men beat, ladies. I think we're the problem. I'm sorry.
You know what I notice about some women is that some women expect for a man to love her unconditionally, but she wants to love this man under conditions. What this man can do for her, how much he can provide, how much money he make, where he work, what type of job he doing. But this man is supposed to accept you with open arms. Baby, you have yet to heal from childhood trauma. Your mama and your daddy failed you. You still have abandonment issues, baby. You insecure with yourself because you sitting here comparing yourself to this girl on social media. You don't even like the way that you look, but this man is supposed to accept you and love you unconditionally. Have you checked on that man's mental health? Have you called him and asked him, is he okay? Did you tell him that he was a king? Did you make him feel like that? And a lot of women say it's not my job to shape and mold. And man, that may not be your job, but it ain't your job to damn sure as hell stress that man out. But he gotta love you unconditionally and take you and your badass kids. I'm sorry. Call me back.
Man, if she ain't keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to take heed. You know, you expect a man to do everything. A man got very clear, concise roles to do what they supposed to do. But you know, a lot of these women, they don't know how to be of value and pick up where everybody left off. They talking about a man supposed to know what they supposed to do without question what's going on with the women. Good women out here, they married or they with a man and they doing their thing with a man and they've been with a man for a minute and they know how to balance each other and work together as a team. We're not talking about them. You know what I'm saying? If it don't apply, let it fly. That's what we say around these parts. But on the other hand, I get a lot of emails and contacts from guys that, whether they're single or in a relationship, and they're just not happy with what a woman brings to the table. It's not that she's not capable. She needs to be asked and begged and pushed along the way in order to be a wife and a good woman to a man.
Trying to be the leader. That's why you can't find a man. You can't be the king in the house. Fall back and be the queen and let your man lead the way.
What does that mean? You can't be a leader? Because a lot of women look at that like, no, you know, I can lead in my household. I can do this in my household. What does that mean?
That's not how it's supposed to be, and that's why we bump heads. Generational curse. And how society have placed our men. And women have to stand up and be the mother and the father and the provider. And so then now you are so bad, you can't be told nothing, that when the right man come, you lose him because you're trying to be the man.
Can we be equal?
Of course. Because at the end of the day, I'm the neck, my man's the head. So he can't make any moves without his wife. It all works together. But you can't be the head of the house. You got to let the man be the head of the house. But it's a generational thing, and it's what we've been taught. Stand up, be strong. You can still be a queen. Queen plays a part. The king needs his queen.
And a lot of women say, well, once they find a man who's willing and able to lead, then they'll fall back and they'll be feminine and stuff like that. But the bottom line is, it's in the choosing. You got to choose the man right. See, a lot of women don't want a man smarter and sharper than they are. They want a man that they can control, keep on a leash. And certainly a guy that doesn't hold them accountable. A guy that leads and a guy that has direction is going to come with a program, right? I'm not saying that the program is only for the woman to get on, but it's a program for the household. It's direction. It's a game plan. Right, it's another way of saying it's a game plan, and we're gonna go with this. Now, doesn't mean that the woman doesn't have any input, but you know, there's only one steering wheel in the vehicle, and the vehicle is the household, right? If you want to look at it like that, it's the ship, and it's only one captain. Might be a co-captain, but it's only one captain that's gonna stand behind the decision that's made. What's crazy is that a lot of women don't respect a man that isn't able to do that. Right, isn't able to take on that responsibility to stand behind that decision that's made. this is why everything is kind of out of order. You know what I'm saying? It's not anybody's more important than the other. It's really about playing your position in the game. Because again, if a woman is making the decisions, right? I mean, they'll tell you. If you listen long enough, they'll tell you. They don't really want to have to make all the decisions, right? And so if they're with a man and they got to make all the decisions, now they feel like they got to be quote unquote masculine, and they don't respect the man they with anyway, right? But I think a lot of women kind of walk this tightrope of kind of liking and wanting and being used to disrespecting their man, right? They're used to this dysfunction in the family, and this dysfunction as a couple, this dysfunction in the relationship. But if a woman goes out and they say, you know what, I'm gonna hold out until I find a man that she respects as a leader, win, lose, or draw, right? Because everybody makes mistakes, nobody's perfect. So even as a man that you think is gonna be a good leader, he's gonna make mistakes, right? Especially as you grow together, as he gets older and matures and comes into his own, and as you grow as a woman and mature and come into your own, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna do the things, but the key is the mechanics and how things are set up, right? You have a way to come up with ideas, you have a way to come up with a game plan, and then the decisions are made, you go with it, you run the plays. Like, you know, I totally understand there's a lot of single mothers out here that's had to be the mother and the father. But, you know, as adults, right, and this is men and women, we gotta adjust, we gotta be able to make decisions on the fly based off of the data and the situations at hand. And when you see a man come in that's capable, you definitely need to slide to the right and let him handle the functions. A man sliding into his position is really, you know, the way it should be naturally, right? The way it should be going forward, and the way women respect a man. I'm glad more and more women are starting to speak up and talk to their fellow women. Because again, I've always talked about women needing OGs and older women teaching the youth, the younger women, you know, how to come up and how to be a wife and how to be a companion with their husband, and to work and understand how to work as a team, be part of a solution than just being self-centered and being all about them, and kind of recalibrating what a relationship means to a woman. And, you know, a relationship could be a beautiful thing when you work in harmony with someone to build something, whatever that may be. Every household is different. OGs, older women, don't keep it real with the younger women because they don't really want to, they see them as competition and they don't really want to help them out. You know, as a woman, they got a responsibility as well to the relationship, and they got an impact on the relationship. And it's not just what the man is needing to do, and the man doesn't always need to fix what they're doing, and that's the only thing. Women have a lot of things to focus on and get better at as well. So like I said, shout out to a lot of women like that. And I'm gonna definitely be showcasing that more and more on my channel. I think really the reality is that a lot of women are realizing, right, that men are stepping away and they're deciding to wait and be a lot more patient to see if a woman's really worth it or not, right? Because they've seen enough. They realize, you know what, there's just too many out here that's chameleons, that are fake, that be faking the funk. They really don't know what it is to be in a relationship. They're not mature enough. They're not emotionally stable enough, self-reflective enough. They don't have enough humility. So I think a lot of guys are like, look, you know, I gotta really be careful who I decide to commit to and settle down with. Especially if a guy of quality, you have a lot to give. What's making guys bypass a long-term commitment? You know, a lot of women are out here, a lot of women get a lot of attention, but that attention is really just for short-term situationships, as opposed to, you know, long-term relationships that a lot of these women are seeking, quite frankly. But let me know what y'all think. We'll go ahead and get up on out of here. I appreciate you guys' support. Happy holidays to you guys, man. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and your family. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Bang on that like button. And like that, we out. Gone.